Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2 on the Mysterious JG. Let's see what's going on here in bottom now that we got Goofball hopping around over there. This can't be the fate we're moving towards. Could you stop that? Seriously, this is kind of a solemn moment and you're not really helping with... What the hell are you doing? Look how good I can jump. Check it out, Sarah. I can jump real good. Hey, Sarah, look at me jump, Sarah. Meanwhile, if Sarah were Snow, she would be punching her own palm right now. Instead, she kind of adjusts the hair. She's got a couple of little I am idol animations, but... Alright, one last jump away for him, and then we could... See, I think we eventually get the ability to interact with these. I don't know how many we've missed out on, but they're all over the place now that we're just about to get the ability to do something with them.
Enough. I hope I did my part.
By killing all of your enemies for you. We're still not getting the crystals for those guys. Thought for a minute I saw cool loots.
What's that? I wonder if it leads somewhere.
Nah. Oh, this is a dried out seabed that we don't get to explore. Okay. And clock puzzles. Woohoo! Hey, it's our actual sister, I think. You can tell because she's in goofy armor, which is her look for this game.
Lightning? What are you doing here?
Gary Spivey of the Psychic Companions Network? What are you doing here? Now, this is the reunion we've technically been waiting the entire game to have. And what do? Pause it and talk about Gary Spivey.
This is a future that I could not save.
But why would I want to?
Is that really you, Lightning? Do you doubt me?
Can you tell by the way that I'm kind of angry and I'm not showing you any emotional support or kindness at all? Of course it's me.
No, it's good to doubt. You're growing up.
Well, my adventure is helping too,
It is
you know.
you, isn't it?
By my own game now, I'm just as good as you, Lightning.
Where have you been? What was that dream you made me see? Why did you make me come out here?
I didn't make you
Just
see a dream.
listen,
What the hell are you
Sarah.
talking about?
I'll explain everything.
Think of me as
Everything that's
Clarissa.
happened to me in the past, and about the one who wants to destroy the future.
You mean Donald Trump?
More
Or Barack Obama, you know, switch according to preference. Or Hillary Clinton, whoever you blame for everything.
than one miracle took place that day.
There's also a
Cocoon was
miracle on
saved
ice.
by Fang and Vanille's sacrifice. We awoke from our crystal sleep, and our brands were gone.
So we had to build up new brands from scratch.
It was Utro's blessing that was our salvation.
Which I know now because
A
of
gate opened into the unseen
exposition.
realm, and through it, the goddess gifted us with her mercy.
Okay.
Know what that is, Dodge? That's our home, Cocoon.
Well, now our
Must
home
be
is
your
Pulse,
first time
but
seeing it from the outside, huh?
Yeah. Daddy!
It reminded me of you, and why I had to go on.
you almost hit me in the head
a
there.
whirlwind of emotions.
You're the reason I'm standing here.
A large part of it was happiness, and relief was there too.
And then there was the fact that
But
Hope and I
somewhere
both had no
inside,
one, but
I still felt uneasy. Vanille and Fang were gone.
my relationship with
and
Fang
the
had
world
just been
hung
starting
in
to bud.
silence. Our fight had just ended, but I couldn't relax. A new battle was about to begin. What is that?
Don't I get a little break between games just to relax? This sucks.
Watch out!
The events of that day tore open a portal to another world.
Get off me!
And from the depths of the rift appeared a darkness that had no place in our world. An
Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, delete according to preference.
irresistible force that dragged me away to the edge of time. The screams of the dying had unlocked a gate. A door that led directly to the throne of the goddess. Etro waited beyond the gate and sent her miracles to the human world.
That seems nice.
But a creeping darkness slipped through and threatened to devour our reality.
That's less nice.
Etro closed the gate and warped the timeline. Time's flow was altered, and existence itself was distorted. I was lost.
But now
The
I'm found.
darkness caught me in its embrace and wrote me out of history.
Oh man, darkness sounds like a jerk. But I ended up at Bottom Beach, which is where you guys are going anyway, so I just met you later.
Where am I?
What's going on, Holmes?
Valhalla. Beyond time. Beyond life and death.
As narrator, I answered my character's
Another
questions.
world of shifting gloom. The chaotic realm of the goddess Etro.
Doesn't seem that chaotic. Seems pretty organized.
What power had brought me to this alien shore?
Is it the aliens from Prometheus? Because I don't really get that movie.
From Valhalla's heart, I could track the entire span of time. I gazed upon the future of mankind and sensed Etro's divine will.
And feathers. And I cried for some reason. I guess she's so overcome with Etro's divine whatever. Then I got stripped naked. But before people could perv out too much, my scarf blocked their view. And I was given new sexy armor. Including
The
high-heeled
goddess
boots.
was fading away. If her spirit should cease to be, the world would descend into entropy. I made
Well, they were
my
kind of wedge
choice.
shields there.
I will fight.
How did she actually... This knowledge
This
was
man,
infused directly
Caius
into her
Brown.
head, I guess.
He seeks to destroy all hope and bring an end to the future.
Just for some
Though the battle
14-year-old.
might be endless, I will never give up. Etro has chosen us, her champions, and we cannot fail.
So he's got like a serious case of
It all started with Valhalla.
oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Okay, I can't remember the name of it. It's like a famous book that's been turned into a movie about the guy who's really into an underage girl. But yeah, he's got a pretty serious case of the hots for this girl if he wants to, you know, destroy all of the future and all timelines and cause total entropy for the universe and whatever. So I think he's overreacting a bit.
Right? Whatever came from there created the paradoxes,
Yeah.
caused the gates to appear, and twisted the timeline.
Yeah, I guess.
Lightning. What did you
Yeah, he
see?
said like darkness and shit came
I
out.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, well, never mind. He doesn't know what's
It
going on.
was an enormous power. Something that shouldn't exist in this world.
Thermonuclear power.
Only Etro can control the power and keep it contained in Valhalla. If she were to disappear,
Power of the punch.
there would be nothing to stop it. And that's what Caius wants.
And she's been dying
He
since
plans to
the
find
beginning
Etro
of the
sleeping
previous
in her
game,
temple,
apparently.
Kill her and release the power. The chaos would be unleashed into the world of humans, into our world, through the unseen gate.
Okay, is there any way we could spray paint the unseen gate so it's
When a
visible?
person dies, her soul flies to the other world and passes through that portal.
You hear that, guys? I used the female gender pronoun in a generic way instead of the male. I'm totally classing things up here.
If a great many people die at once, the gate must open wide to let them through.
For example, if Cocoon should fall.
Everybody wants to destroy
Exactly.
Cocoon.
It would be unstoppable.
Why don't we find a way to do that without killing anybody? Because it seems
The
like
power of chaos would gush through the gate like floodwater through a broken
bad
dam.
guys just keep wanting to destroy Cocoon for some plot
What
reason.
would happen to the world then?
Nothing
Chaos
good.
would infect everything. It would become pure entropy, without life or death. or time.
We would live in a dimension of pure chaos
No life or
and
death.
pure
You
evil.
mean like Valhalla?
Is that really that bad? Well, I guess no life is
That's what
kind
Caius
of
is
bad.
after. If he can bring down Cocoon, millions of people would die.
But there'd be
And
no
the power
death.
of chaos would turn this world into another Valhalla.
Yes. Caius is trying to create a world where time does not exist. If he can erase time.
Yule would be saved, and not just Yule. All the Siriuses down through the ages. They'd be released from their curse.
Yeah, but they'd live in a timeless world where there's no life and death, so they wouldn't really be alive, right? I don't know. Let's turn into Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII was like a pretty straight, it had wacky fantasy elements, but it was a pretty straightforward story about like this recurring evil entity that was like, taking over countries and causing wars and doing bad shit, and you had to fight it with you and your gang of kooky heroes. But eventually it turned into this bizarre thing about some being trying to create a time-compressed universe that only they could live in, and never really understood what it meant except that everybody dies except them. And now it's like Caius is creating a world where everybody dies. I guess, well, he's trying to kill everybody by dropping Cocoon to create chaos. If everybody dies and he kills the goddess, then chaos will sweep into the universe and create a world like Valhalla where there's no time, and because there's no time, then Yule can live, but no one lives or dies in that world. So, I thought this was going to be light and bubbly like Final Fantasy X-2, and like, oh, Sarah gets to be a character, and she's going to run around and have mini-games adventures with her girlfriends, and they're going to, do a Dance Dance Revolution. But nope, it's a game about some guy who wants to unleash chaos and turn the world into eternal darkness. Sandy's real quick.
He wants to sacrifice Cocoon to rebuild the world in Valhalla's image, all for the sake of Yule.
Does she even want
That's
that?
why you were fighting Caius in Valhalla. You're protecting Etro.
Well, I was trying.
We have to face Caius on two fronts, in Valhalla and in the world of humans. If we don't, we won't be able to change the future. I can't do it on my own. I need your help.
Oh, I get it. So it's kind of like Romance of the Three Kingdoms game where you constantly are screwed when you fight Cao Cao because every battle where the officer you're playing as isn't there, you always fail and it always goes their way. So she's like, if I leave Etro's side for even 2 seconds, even if I have a 5-1 military advantage over General Caius Cao Cao, the minute I leave and go somewhere else and try to accomplish something, my armies will fail and they will win. So she can't go out and go into the human world and fix temporal rifts and shit, because as soon as she leaves Valhalla, Caius goes in and kills Etro and game over, yeah.
Lightning then told us what would happen to Cocoon.
Didn't she tell us already?
In 500 AF,
Oh,
the
never
old
mind.
Cocoon would collapse and fall into pulse. The crystal pillar no longer strong enough to support it.
Well, set up a giant
By that
trampoline.
time, Hope and the Academy would have completed the new Cocoon, but when they attempted to launch it, Caius would intervene. He would smash it into the old Cocoon and bring them both down.
Ooh.
So we have to travel to 500 AF and stop Caius from destroying Cocoon.
Okay. Got
If we
it.
can change this prophecy, then the true timeline will finally
It's not a
be
prophecy,
restored.
it's what happened. Anyway, like my sexy pose?
Everything will depend on you. I have to go to Valhalla and stop Caius there.
Since Lightning and Sarah are both here. Sarah talks like this, and Lightning doesn't talk like this.
We can do it.
We can do it, Colin.
Right. Your good luck charm will show the way.
How did you know that's what he calls his penis? Oh, you're talking about Nog. Oh, never mind. We do get to go over there. Sort of.
Hey, Lightning. We'll be able to be together again, right? When all this is over?
Sure, there's nothing ominous about the way you asked that.
One thing at a time, Sarah.
It's a good answer, actually. Because Sarah's basically pitching up. Like, she's basically throwing an underhand and saying, hey, knock it out of the park. And,
afraid to lose her again.
I'm basically setting you up to foreshadow that one of us is going to die horribly here.
So I swallowed the words I wanted to say and hid my fear. It was the hardest thing I ever did.
It was the biggest thing I swallowed since snow. Never mind. I'm sorry. Okay, now do we get to unlock whatever the hell these things are? Ah, the Moogle hunt is now better than ever, for no reason. When you spot mysterious glowing treasure chests, press RB to have Mog help you obtain the item inside. Off you go, there's treasure waiting to be discovered. And there's no enemies here, although now there might be because we're no longer walking around with arms crossed behind our backs mode. Yeah, so now there are enemies, of course.
Come on, Mom.
Well, he was making the noise like he'd found something. Boo-hoo, Bo! Oh, there's something over here. Oh, Cactuar. It's a Metallicactar. Oh, well, we want to catch that if we get a chance.
No one gets in our way.
Apparently, this is one of the harder enemies to catch in the game, so I guess this is a zone where they're going to pop up. And they drop Hermes sandals, which are in any other freaking Final Fantasy game, you could get a bunch of those together and end up with haste. But in this game, they might give you the thing where you start with haste. Critical haste, yeah. This game just doesn't give you haste as a thing that you get to use. I would think we get to react with whatever this is. Oh, it's you.
You there? Are you lost too?
Shut up. We finally found
I
a
don't
way
know how
out.
I ended up here, and I can't seem to find a way out. I really need your help to get out of this bind. First, buy something from my shop. Then, look for an exit so I can get out of here.
But this is the same speech we got from you before. Whatever. Alright. Segmented carapaces and mutant extract. I need 6 of each, ultimately. Do got Tears of Woe. Oh, okay, the Tears of Woe that I can't... Well, never mind. I've already got the thing that they are an ingredient in, so I don't care. Yeah. Segmented carapaces.
Find that exit. Stat!
Love to love you, baby.
Hey, look. Lightning has left us the last artifact we need.
Oh, I didn't even try to interact with that thing before. Probably I couldn't do it because I didn't have the artifact.
I'll be quick. Enough.
I might as well just grab it. But yeah, probably I couldn't have used that thing before. Artifact of the Ark.
Lightning can't remain beyond the boundaries of Valhalla for long, Kubo.
But still, I was finally able to talk with her. And it's all thanks to Noel.
Let's go keep
And
coaxing
me, Kubo, right,
Pull
Kubo?
it off. And
Give me a
lightning
little
can
credit,
return to
Kubo.
the restored world.
Well, yeah, this huge weird thing was over here too. Let's figure out what it is before we leave. I wasn't freaking close enough, Kupo. This is your fault, Kupo. Okay, now you're like right on top of it. So what is this? Awesome. Oh, a map of New Bottom 700 as fuck. 83%. Seems odd that that little end of this thing would give us the remainder, but maybe it does. Okay, yeah, that was it. We were at 83% because we hadn't come here. Alright, we probably didn't get a cinema. We probably just had a message saying we didn't have, we need a artifact or whatever.
I guess this is it, huh?
I guess so, huh? Kupo.
We've been given a second chance by the goddess herself.
Pretty sweet, huh?
We're going to save the cocoon that Hope built.
We're gonna save the hope the cocoon built.
And save the future, too.
It's like that's Moogle language for I'm so sick of this shit. Let's just get on with it.
Hey, Caius.
I'm coming for you.
You told us you wanted to save Yule by destroying the world.
I never actually told you that. You pieced that together.
Take away our future. Yule wouldn't have to see any more prophecies, and she wouldn't have to die.
Okay.
You really are a fool. Yule never wanted the world destroyed.
Well, some of them did. That's not what she
never
said
gave
when
in
we
to
were
despair.
knocking boots last night,
In
baby.
the end, when she died, she was smiling. She saw a future of hope.
And Alyssa, even though she's a traitor.
Caius Ballad, I am going to fight you and show you the truth.
I'll come up to you, Caius.
I'm going to show you the future that Yule really wanted.
Yo, we take what we want, Caius. We're coming for you. New bottom 700 as fuck. And we're missing fragments from various places. There's a gate out of here that we never got. And there's, honestly, there's somewhere along the way I missed some stuff. Arclight Step will unlock something else. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go to get to, but the Vile Peaks, I never unlocked them here. I wouldn't even know that they are there to be unlocked, honestly. So we're missing stuff here. Some other zone we can unlock there, and there's... I'll tell you what we'll do is we've only got a few minutes left in the video, and then I kind of need to call a session. So maybe the thing to do is to go to the next zone, which is the beginning of the end of the story, and just not advance to the end of that zone. Just kind of kick off all the cinematics and then be like, nah, you know what, forget it. We're going to do side stuff instead. Because we're certainly, I believe we're strong enough to press forward and win the game.
The time foretold in the prophecies is here at last. It is 500
As
AF,
fuck.
and the crystal pillar that supports Cocoon is starting to crumble. The people of Academia have been evacuated to the new Cocoon. Now all that remains is to launch the Ark into the sky. It is the moment of reckoning. Destruction and rebirth hang in the balance. Two futures, two possibilities, and a battle to determine the fate of the world.
It really seems to me like they would be wiser. Because Academia is a city on the old Cocoon. So they've built a new Cocoon and people have evacuated to it. And and they've got some kind of power source that's going to let them float over pulse. It seems like it would be far wiser to just go down to the surface and use their advanced technology to, you know, subdue and tame the surface of pulse, so that they're not constantly worried about a power supply failure causing their entire civilization to literally come crashing down. Yeah, well, whatever. Yes, I'm finding logical faults in Final Fantasy XIII-2. No one else has ever managed to do that before, right? Well, whatever. It's gotten a bit weird. The last episode, Promised Eternity. It's getting a little crazy here. Academia 500 as fuck.
Look, it's like it's turning into Valhalla.
We're at the time of the prophecy. The pillar's going to crumble any moment, and then the old cocoon will fall.
I don't see any of the people. Do you think they've already been evacuated?
That's what the narrator said.
Yeah, everyone must be in the Ark. Wait! I'll bet that's Caius' target.
Exactly. This must be the moment that Hope launches his new cocoon. Right?
Yeah, but there's treasures that are right here. The roads of Academia 500 as fuck are infused with chaos. When a path ends, press B to jump across the next path. If you fall, you'll be sent back to the starting point. If you find yourself having trouble progressing, try obtaining the fragment skill that allows you to jump farther. Collect fragments from other times and locations and head to the Mystic and Serendipity for your reward. When you examine Cactuar's statue using A, you create a new checkpoint. You'll now reappear on this location if you fail a jump. Using the Cactuar stations to record your progress. Don't forget to examine each one as you pass.
What's going on?
Spawn.
Chaos are warping reality, Kubo.
This energy is leaking in from Valhalla. We have to stop Caius fast.
Found a determination gate seal. And the sound went kooky for a second. Gave me a bit of a scare, to tell you the truth. So they want us to go to Serendipity and unlock crystal fragment skills like the jump one anyway. Which is a good reminder that we probably have things we could have unlocked at Serendipity before now. The sound is cutting in and out a lot. I think I need to call it a video. I've also lost sync. I was going to go to Serendipity. Hopefully I'll remember that next time. But I might not. We will see. Either way, I really got to call it a video because I'm worried now that sync is all screwed up at the end of this video. So let me just get this thing saved and know that it's good. And I'll catch you guys next time with more Final Fantasy XIII-2. Bye-bye.